G'day guys, I'm Reddy.
My name's Chris.
You know, Mitch, and we're the South Island Rifle Walkers, and over the last year we've been going on some pretty massive hunts all over the Southern Alps of New Zealand, hunting for wild game in some pretty incredible places. And these videos are all going to come out this year, and here's a wee teaser of them.
Get the gun, Mister. There's no way.
Hey!
It's not good.
These videos take ages to make. We probably spent about 75 days in the hills last year and probably 40 days behind the computer to get it all done. So one of the ways that you can support us is buying some merch. We do t-shirts, beanies, hoodies, all that. The link will be in the description if you want to get amongst that.
Another way to support us, if you can't afford merch, just please subscribe. It makes a massive difference to our channel. It really helps us to push out our videos to a bigger audience. I think last time I checked, it was about 80% of viewers aren't subscribed.
We've also set up a membership, so it's effectively a Patreon, but it's run through YouTube. And that's just another way to support us. As Sandy said, this takes up so much of our time. We all work full-time jobs and we've got partners and bills and everything that we need to look after, so getting out here and filming takes us away from that. It takes up our time, takes up our money. So if you guys could help us, funding our channel lets us get out here and do this more, creating better content for you guys. So with the membership you actually get some perks too. We don't just want to be asking for money for nothing. So if you sign up and you're on for 12 months, you end up getting a little merch goodie sent out from us. On top of that, you'll get early access to the videos. With this season coming out, you're going to get early access to the first episode right now if you join. Right, so episode 1, we head down to Stewart Island from a stag's do. Managed to get 8 of the boys together. It was bloody wicked, eh? We had 10 days on the island. Pretty rough crossing to get there, and then just living the dream really. Lots of hunting, lots of fishing, bit of spear fishing, bit of wildlife around as well, and had a lot of action in the bush. And a real target for the trip was to get whitetail on camera, specifically get whitetail shot on camera, and as you'll see in the video we managed to pull it off and it's pretty hectic, a lot of fun. So yeah, as I said before, if you join our membership, this video is live for you right now. It's just $10 a month, otherwise you'll be getting it next week when it comes out to our YouTube audience.
Episode 2 features myself and Reddy, where we set out on what was meant to be an epic 7-day trip up the main divide. However, the trip was short-lived due to a real whoopsie when we were forward driving up the river. We resort to a plan B and a more chilled out local deer hunt. We decided to take our dogs Chip and Coda, and we were lucky enough to bag a couple deer with them.
Yeah, so episode 3, with my wedding being last year, I didn't hunt for about 6 months and managed to buy myself a new freezer, but I had nothing to put in it. So the video just follows a bunch of different activities in the wilderness, some hunting, some spear fishing and some fishing, just filling up the freezer as best I could. It was a lot of fun, went on some cool trips. There was a really good hunt with Reddy there, managed to get a lot of animals. It's a really action-packed episode, honestly, you'll love it. And then sort of went a bit further with the video too, so had some spear fishing and fishing in there, but also featured sort of what happens when you get home from a trip, how you look after your meat, tidying it up, getting it ready for the freezer, yeah, and just storing it, and just sort of the whole process from start to finish really. I think you guys will like the video. It was a lot of fun to film and yeah, there's a lot of action. It's great.
So episode 4 follows our annual lightweight trip. This time me and Mitch did a huge 5-day trip chasing after chamois or a velvet stag. We got pretty lucky along the way with the weather, had some awesome fly camping conditions, saw a hell of a lot of animals. We had plenty of luck along the way, and with our pack rafts stored right at the bottom of the valley, it was a fun 20k paddle out to the truck. Episode 5 is a breakdown of our lightweight trip. We show you everything we took on that trip, the weight of it all, and how we found it to perform out in the conditions.
Episode 6 features myself, Reddy, Mitch and Jonathan as we set out on a early raw hunt around Canterbury. We did a point A to point B trip carrying pack rafts the whole way along the mountain range. We get onto lots of roaring stags and managed a couple in the end, and we have a nice leisurely pack raft back out to the truck.
Right, so episode 7's a bit different. It actually features 2 different hunts in their entirety, and these 2 hunts are pretty contrasting of each other. For one of the trips, Chris and Reddy and Smiley, they head into a west coast spot, had a hell of a walk in, heavy packs, pretty horrible walk by the sounds of it. Along the way, Smiley actually had a bit of an accident, stuffed his knee and had to get evac'd out, so it's pretty exciting. But the boys didn't see a single deer, but something happened at the end which is a bit exciting, and that's in big contrast to me and Harry's trip in winter. Went into the tops, we saw more deer than you could bloody count, and yeah, we'll just say the trip didn't quite go as planned.
So episode 8 features myself, Mitch and his brother-in-law William. We head up to Auckland and drive around the Bay of Islands for a few days, camping on William's 5.8 metre boat for a few days, which was quite cosy, but we had awesome weather. The viz was great, and we managed to shoot a few different species, including kingfish, and I also ticked off something on my bucket list, which is seeing a great white. Saw a big great white maybe 3 to 4 metres below, and yeah, absolutely shat my pants. It was awesome though.
Episode 9 revisits the trip that Reddy and I went on earlier in the season for our lightweight fly camping trip. So the reason we went on that mission was to find a couple of old biv sites. So this sort of revisits our Backcountry biv series from season 1, where we'd put route guide series into all the little bivs that are nested away in the Arthur's Pass region. But the difference with this episode is it actually visits 2 biv sites that were removed back in 2007. And this is sort of what we're worried about with all of our backcountry huts and bivs, and why we started doing this series is to pay some more attention to it and get people excited for our backcountry opportunities. But yeah, it's a hell of a trip, and hopefully you guys can get some use out of our route guide series and yeah, enjoy the mission.
Episode 10 follows a solo trip I did. This is the biggest trip I've done to date, one that I dreamed up about 6 years ago now, sitting in a rainy tent, and it consumed my mind for many years. This was the first trip I lost sleep over. I was that nervous about it, but yeah, stoked I finally ticked it off. 16 days, starting at the Root Burn and finishing at Milford Sound. Had 2 weeks worth of food, my pack raft and a tent. The season finale, Mitch and I head out for one last chance at a stag. We head out to the west coast, smack an easy deer on the flats before heading to the tops. So plenty of animals that trip, and there's even my biggest ad to date in there. As you can see, it's been a crazy year for us boys. We really can't wait to show it all to you guys at home.
If you want to help us out, like we said before, like and subscribe, comment on our videos, share, anything like that, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll buy some merch, we'll join the membership, but regardless, we're excited as to share this footage with you. We've been on some cool trips, and yeah, we think you guys are going to enjoy it.
Enjoy.
Nice lads.
That's it.
That'll do.